So just to be clear, this is not a master plan, this is not a visioning process, this is a data-driven study. This is taking data, the best facts that we know, and then running them out in various scenarios. So I'm Paul Major with the Telluride Foundation, and we did this, released it in 2007. It was done by the Graduate School at Harvard and MIT. This is a snapshot into the next 20 years. And it basically predicts what's already coming true. Again, I don't think we need to debate that whether this is going to happen or not. It is going to happen. You've got parcels of land and you have demand. There's economic market forces that you can't just say aren't going to happen. And so the tools are transportation, regional housing, or affordable workforce housing, whatever you want to call it, and zoning and density. I think the bullet that I wanted to add here, which really comes out of the conclusion, is, which you already know. I don't think I'm preaching or talking to anybody that doesn't get this, but the only long-term solution is a regional solution. You know, we cannot, as communities, whether it's Ophir, Telluride, Mountain Village, or the county, live in isolation. We are totally connected economically, socially, land-wise, traffic, whatever it is. We are absolutely connected. This is just stating a fact of what's available, what's and because of demand, what's going to happen. Whether we like providing government services to this scenario or not, out on the mesas, plowing roads, doing garbage, doing whatever we need to do as governments is a second issue. I went to high school in Jackson, Wyoming, and when you drove in, it was all ranch land, driving in that valley. It was all ranch land out to the skier. It was all, nobody lived over in Idaho. Well, now they call it the Idaho 500, when all the workers drive over the pass to get to Jackson. So traffic is going to be the first thing that I think people really notice that we've had growth issues. A regional transportation system is really the aha moment, I think, in this study, is that if you don't do something about traffic, if you don't start to think about a regional transportation plan that provides some kind of way to reduce the number of individual cars, you're going to have a lot of traffic issues. Transportation and workforce housing together, and think about it on a regional basis, that seems to be really the sweet spot. But can all of you think about trying to get as much density as you possibly can here so that they can ride public transportation? So when a bus comes along, it gets full. I mean, that's really the solution, right? To try to get all of these landowners somehow, I don't know how, talk about complexity, to try to build more density here. And if you can build more density here, obviously you keep everybody off the mesa and keep that sprawl and keep those county services to a minimum. But also you make the public transportation system work because you have density. But the good news, this is not what you are. This is not what we are. This is where we're going. And we've got some time to plan how we're going to get there. Because it is about getting the regional forces together. And then these complex issues can at least get a little bit more simplified. Plus you have more financial resources.